Good afternoon! I wasn't going to vlog today after last day's ranting. I was going to take a break and relax, but I just saw some news. I'm like, I have to vlog this. The news is, it is official. A couple days ago, I told you guys how a German Star Wars website, Jedi Bibliothek, I think that's how you say it, came out with the news that said Star Wars Rebels would be returning February 24th. But that got everybody so excited because, of course, and yes, that is Star Wars in the background. I finished Clone Wars last night. I can't get my finger to point. I'm on Revenge of the Sith, so I'm at that scene where they make Anakin a master. And I don't like it because it's sad. So, but I thought I'd pause. Anyway, I saw that article and I got super excited. Everybody's super excited. Final season of Rebels. But when I went online to do more research, I couldn't find the two episodes that they named, Jedi Knight and Doom. I couldn't find them. And so I very much doubted that it was actually going to come back on February 24th. That being said, I thought it was a little weird because I think season 3 mid-season actually premiered in January. So I was like, I'm not sure. But I just went online, I was checking some Star Wars stuff, and I came across an article on, what is the article? Den of Geek, where they talked about a bunch of stuff, and it has been confirmed. It is official. No, that's that's the other article I was reading. That was not the site I went to. I'm at stashfilm.com, and it is official. That article broke on the German website saying February 24th, 2 new episodes. It looks like they're going to go back to where they're only airing 1 episode a night. Because Jedi Knight will air the 24th and Doom will air March 3rd. So it is official! Star Wars Rebels is coming back for the second half of the final season, premiering February 24th. I think at 8 or 9, I don't remember. It doesn't say. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't say, but I'm going to say 8, 9 o'clock, somewhere in that time frame. But it is official! Rebels is coming back next month. I said with everything going on, I did not believe they were going to hold on to it in May. I was right. But I was also estimating a return date of no later than late March. So I was estimating that date. I'm so happy I was wrong. I was so happy to be right. And that it is coming back February 21st. With the first episode titled Jedi Knight. So I am super excited. I am super nervous. In this article, they actually said, a report from the German site Jedi Bibliothek has been confirmed by Disney XD. The 4th season of Star Wars Rebels returns on February 24th with an episode titled Jedi Knight, Night, and more information, including slightly spoilery episode descriptions, can be found over at Den of Geek, and they followed up with what? No, I'm not crying already. To review, I mentioned these in my last one, but now I can really get into them because they are official. Jedi Knight, the Ghost Crew infiltrates the Imperial headquarters on Lothal to save one of their own, which obviously we all know is going to be Hera. Spoiler, Rebel Assault ended with Hera getting captured by Rook and Governor Price. So Hera's been captured. So obviously Jedi Knight, they're going to go save Hera. But then we have Doom, March 3rd, and that is reeling from a devastating loss. The Ghost Crew rallies together to find a new purpose and resolve. Okay, I've watched Criminal Minds, and it seems like every time there's a Criminal Minds episode named after a character, said character leaves or has some traumatic experience happens to them, and that usually winds up with massive amounts of crying and tears, and I can't believe they did that. So they have the second episode of the second half of the season, March 3rd, is Doom for Caleb Doom, aka Kanan Jarrus' real name, and it's like in my head, and of course the episode descriptions are happening, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already starting to cry. I mean, I don't want to believe, like, I belong to a Star Wars Rebels fan group on Facebook, and this news came out, and it's official now, and now I gotta go say that, hey, I was wrong, and it's coming back February 24th. But so many of us are like, now that we know for sure those are the 2 titles, and we knew, it's like, oh gosh, no, they're gonna take, oh my gosh, I'm starting to think about it, they're gonna take Kanan away from us already. It's like, a part of me knows it has to happen. Something has to happen to take Kanan and Ezra out of play so that by the time we get to the last Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, Yoda can honestly say that Luke is the last of the Jedi because there are no other Force sensitives who are Jedi. There's just random Force sensitives out in the galaxy who haven't been trained. See, that's what I'm going with. When Yoda tells Luke that, I'm going with what Yoda means is he means there are no Jedi trained Force sensitives. So there's like nobody who has Jedi training anymore. So I know, like every other Star Wars fan, I know that something has to happen to take at least Kanan out of the game because he is the last Padawan. He was trained by a member of the council. He was trained by Jabba Balaba. So something has to happen to at least him to take him out of the picture. That being said, something also probably has to happen to Ezra because Ezra was trained by Kanan, who was trained by the Jedi. So Ezra has Jedi training. And so something has to happen to Ezra to take him out of the picture. And that being said, if Ahsoka lives, which at this point I think everybody believes that Ahsoka is alive, thank you Dave Filoni for dropping that bombshell at Celebration. We all believe Ahsoka lives. That means something also has to happen to Ahsoka to take her out of the picture. So that means it's like, so I knew coming into the final season of Rebels, I knew it, especially that line in the first trailer where Sarah Hera says we didn't know how it would all end. I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew they were going to kill Kanan. I knew they were going to get rid of Kanan. I'm just not ready for it to happen this soon. I'm not. And what makes it worse is at the end of Rebel Assault, Kanan goes up to that wolf and stares at the wolf, and the wolf's like, doom, and Kanan's like, I know what I have to do. And I'm like, no! I mean, at the end of Rebel Assault, I'm like, we go on to break, and I'm like, they're gonna kill Kanan when we come back! So I know it has to happen, but that doesn't make it any easier because he was so cool. Like, literally, Kanan comes in and he's like the cowboy Jedi. He's like the anti-Jedi. As I don't know if it was Dave or Pablo said, in that first episode, Sparker Rebellion, I think it's Sparker Rebellion, I don't remember, when Kanan lights his lightsaber for the first time, that's literally the first time he is using his lightsaber in years because he doesn't want to touch it. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it. If you read New Dawn, which is one of my favorite books, which is about Kanan and Hera meeting and getting together getting together, like teaming up for the first time, he actually says it, and when they're talking, when he's in his head talking, he actually says, the Force doesn't do anything good. The Force literally rips everything away from you, takes everything that means something, takes it away, and just destroys it and leaves you with nothing. So literally, at that point, when Rebels start, Kanan doesn't really want anything to do with the Force, and then Ezra comes in and Kanan goes, okay, I kind of have to do something with the Force, because here's this kid who's Force sensitive, really Force sensitive, and having an untrained Force-sensitive kid is kind of like having a ticking time bomb. I mean, one of the fan fictions I'm reading, where Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan raised Anakin, they say it's very interesting because they had to teach Anakin control because when Anakin gets mad, things went boom. So it's like literally having someone untrained and young and going through puberty and teenage angst and stuff like that, that's literally a ticking time bomb. Something is going to happen. So yeah, Ezra kind of pulled him out of his funk, so it's just, I don't know. Ooh, Wikipedia. Let's see if they have anything else up. So it made me sad, so I'm gearing up for it. Jedi Knight and Doom and the episode descriptions are just making me gear up, and it's not helping that I'm watching this right now. This is not helping. It did not help that last night I finished out the Lost Missions by watching the Yoda arc. That did not help either. So, I am trying to keep myself together, which is why I have my computer on. If I'm distracting myself by doing something else while also watching it, I don't get into an emotional funk and go into overload. But, this is just so... I am holding it together. I'm not going... Yeah, right. We'll see. We'll totally see whether or not I last. I'm betting I don't last, because it's weird. But I at least know one, Darth Vader 10 is coming out, and I'm really excited about it. What was it? Oh my gosh. I forgot. I have to go look up Darth Vader 10, because one of my favorite secondary Jedi, Madame DaCosta's in it! Okay, they don't have... So the next 3 titles are Jedi Knight, Doom, in Call of the Spectre. And what's interesting is when I went on Wikipedia, it did not have Jedi Knight or Doom. It had other episodes, so they must have gone in and just changed that. But, yay, Jocasta Needa survived Order 66, and she has this really cool quote that I don't remember. I just saw it. And now I'm trying to find it. This is not... Oh, I found it! I found it! Yay! I found it! It's from an article. Oh, it's Darth... Yeah. Darth Vader, Volume 2, Number 6. So, I don't have my glasses on, so you have to bear with me. So it's this quote. And, see? It's this quote, and this is what I found it by accident. And she's, like, one of my favorite... Okay, I am moving my computer because it is on my DVDs right now, and that is not smart. See? Okay. Probably not what you guys were thinking of today, but this was last minute. So, this quote is like, she says this when he's attacking her, and Darth Vader's attacking her, and she knows it's Anakin. It makes me wonder how many of the Jedi who ended up surviving the Purge knew it was Anakin. Well, she had to have known, because she was at the temple. But... So at least Yoda, Obi-Wan, Jocasta, and Ahsoka knew. Ahsoka figured it out. So, but this quote says, this is what she says as she's fighting Vader about how evil will never win. And I love it. It's so cool. I see it all now. The things unsaid in Master Obi-Wan's final message to the survivors of the Emperor's Purge. Palpatine was the Sith Lord we could not find. You are great hope for the Force, were his target. He took you, made you his, twisted you into this new form, submerged in the dark side. You are his tool, little better than a droid set to stamp out the light side of the Force. But this is impossible. The Force is eternal. It cannot be ended, it cannot be stopped, not so long as life exists. It will find its vessels, it always does. It already has. You know this. There are others waiting out in the galaxy. Now, the reason I found this quote is I found an article on Yahoo, which was talking about how Rey was able to be so talented in the Force and be able to pick it up so quickly, like the Jedi mind tricks and stuff, when she clearly has not had training. And the author used this as to say that the reason Rey found it is because she might not be conceived by the Force like Anakin was. She is one of the Force's chosen vessels. And another chosen vessel was obviously Luke Skywalker. So this quote is very interesting because she says, hey, you are one of the chosen vessels. Well, guess what? You can't defeat the light side of the Force because as long as there's life, there's going to be vessels and they will just keep getting born and created and they will keep coming and you will be able to do nothing to stop it. And it also echoes what Snoke said to Kylo Ren about the awakening in the Force, and the Force awakens that as the darkness awakens and grows stronger, so too does a Force for the light awaken and grow stronger, because you can't have one without the other. And it's kind of this eternal struggle. So I thought that was really interesting to see that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it totally makes sense. And it does kind of echo what Snoke says. So, and like I said, she's one of my favorite because she's a librarian. She gets to work with books. Seriously, if the Jedi Temple was real and I lived there, I would probably never leave their library. Because there are so many books. Like, literally, I didn't like my elementary school library because by the time I was in 5th grade, I was so bored because I was reading the same books over and over and over and over and over again. Like, literally, that type of library, you could go your entire life without reading the same thing twice. It would be awesome. I admit it, I'm a bookworm and a nerd. So cool. I am hyped up and full of sugar, and I haven't had any sugar except for cereal, but I am having some water, so. Yay! It's so cool. It's snowing. It's been snowing on and off all day today, so. Just thought I would jump on and do a quick vlog entry to let you guys know Star Wars Rebels is coming back next month! It's so exciting. I'm so happy. This does mean now that shortly, very shortly, I am hoping we will get a mid-season trailer for the second half of Star Wars Rebels Season 4. It'll probably be kind of sad because that will probably be our final trailer for Rebels. That makes me, oh my gosh, now I'm really sad. I just realized that might be our final trailer. No. Oh, now I want to cry. It's just like the day I got the poster for the last one, the one next to Rex's bucket. That final poster for Star Wars Rebels, and I put it up on my wall. I said, I posted it on Instagram, and I said, I am so happy, and I am so sad. I am happy because I printed out a new Star Wars Rebels poster, but I'm sad because it is the final one. So I was thinking this would go on for years, and I would have like maybe 2 or 3 more Star Wars Rebels posters to go along my entire top of my closet, and I have 4. So I was so happy because it's a very pretty poster, but I am so sad. I'm very sad. Rebels is ending. So it's like we have like 6 more episodes. No, 7. There's 16 and they aired 9, so we have 7 more episodes. I'm sad. That is really sad. But hopefully there's still light at the end of the tunnel. Dave Filoni has mentioned that they are working on new stuff with Lucasfilm Animation, and we do know that Disney has approved not only a new Star Wars trilogy, but also apparently 2 Star Wars shows, a live action and an animated one. So we have that. So at least we should be getting a new show, and we got the new movie trilogy. But I'm still so sad. I am so bummed. The only way that could cheer me up after Rebels ends, which would probably be next to impossible, is if they release the soundtracks for Season 3 and Season 4. And if we do get a new series, if it's based in the Old Republic. I'm not the only one. I actually signed a petition to get the Old Republic made into a TV series, because that's how good it is. So, yeah, but great news for us Star Wars Rebels fans. Rebels is coming back in a few weeks. Great news and sad news, and apparently really sad news, because apparently we're going to get back into Star Wars Rebels with a little bit of heartache. So, I'm not sure I'm ready. Alright, so I'm going to get going. I want to finish watching Revenge of the Sith so I can jump online and hopefully finish Rise of the Heart Cartel tonight with my smuggler. So, I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay sane, and as always, may the Force be with you. Bye.